how's progress on the Haunted Walk going?
It's coming along really good. We're super excited. It's a couple weeks away, and we're going to start yet another year. This year's walk, though, I'm just going to put it out there to any of the guests that are seeing this is going to be absolutely terrifying. This has got a little bit of everything in it, and it all is connected as one piece. So I think it's going to be just awesome. We actually start as soon as our summer program gets rolling, normally around the middle of June or so, with thoughts and ideas about what we're actually going to do.
August 10th, somewhere around there, we started breaking grounds and actually getting to work slowly. Only one person up here at the time, just kind of laying the grounds, but our meetings start right around August 10th.
It needs to be that early or we don't get done. It's crazy, but this takes a lot of prep work.
So once we get towards October 1st and we start getting towards the beginning of it, there's a lot of panic around to make sure that everything's done. Exactly right. There are some late nights there. We do, especially with the lighting. I know I do stay a couple times with some of the other guys, and we'll go through and make sure all the lighting is exactly the way we want.
A lot of coordinating with the music part, the track part of it, the prop part of it, the buildings, how we're going to connect everything kind of together. And then, of course, the other thing is making sure everybody stays safe, which is actually working with other departments around Woodloch to make sure they're happy with what we build that we can put together and where our guests are going. 1991 was the first haunted hayride. And then the last, I'd say 10 years or so, we've been doing haunted walks, which have been a little bit more effective.
So we used to have, we used to do a haunted hayride, and that kind of changed into our haunted walk when COVID came.
We had people bungee jumping from trees. We had people with inverted boots on, hanging upside down. We have done it all over the years, but we feel like the haunted walk has been more successful because it brings all of our guests nice and close to us.
And now everything is kind of set on tech-wise. So when you walk by a certain spot on the trail, a timer starts, and that minute and a half is what we try to shoot for at each scene. So there's 10 scenes that are out here. Each one we try to break down so that by a minute and a half, 2 minutes, you're on to the next scene to kind of keep the flow and everything happening. We are doing a new thing this year. It's a vortex. So you're going to be walking, you're going to go into pretty much a building, and the whole building is going to be spinning around you. We're taking moving parts from other things and making them all kind of work together. So it's going to be very interesting to see how it comes together. But that vortex, I think this year is going to be probably the coolest thing that we've done up here since we started doing just a haunted walk.
I've always been a fan of Halloween. Always have been a fan of Halloween. And the fact of scaring people has always made me happy. Particularly guests that I know for so many years, and then hearing all the compliments and all those kind of things coming together. That's the driving force. What can we do to our guests that keeps the memories that they'll keep for, years and years to come, just like we're talking about things right now too. So
our job at Woodloch is always, it's never the same thing. Every day you come in, there's, I run a special projects department here, so it's always getting a call about something either, needing to work or something, kind of thinking outside the box, which is what we do a lot with our haunted walk, which is everything's always new. There's always something that we have to stay above the competition and kind of keep it going. So that's, I'd say, keeping it fresh makes me feel young, as young as I can. So I think that's probably the best part.